Hello, you got Ted McClelland again. Oh, today I'm going to be working out in the shop. I have been for a little while. Got some video already made. Me making some stuff for my French Cleat system and my Husky. It's that 22-inch stackables. Been wanting a system to set those on my French cleats so they're not hanging out on my floor and causing tripping hazards. And they're just a pain to get to, having to move stuff around and everything. I'm been in my shop for a while, but still setting it up. And of course, the day that you stop working on organizing your shop is the day you leave your shop and start over. Anyway, so I'll start off kind of going back in time and showing you making this system. But figured I'd give you a preview as to what the first rendition turned out to be, and it actually worked out pretty good. I only messed up once with a drawer, making it a little bit too small to fit all of them. But anyway, I'll show you my first one, which I'm using as a template, and the rest of them are going to be fairly similar. So anyway, I'll show you that, and then we'll get to going on the backtrack or back in time video, and then after that I'll just keep going with making the rest of them. All right, so this here is what I made. It's already put in place. I don't really want to pull it off just now, but I'll show you the finished product when this one's done, and then of course I'll go through and make. I think I've got 11 more to make, fairly similar to this. There's two different types of this. There's the two drawer and then a single, which is just the bottom drawer. But this allows me to utilize the tools without having to unstack everything every time while I'm in the shop. I do on occasion, right now, especially for family members, but friends and family, I go to help them out quite a bit, doing remodels and fixing stuff and just a little bit here and there of a little bit of everything. So I have a lot of different tools, electrical, plumbing, that kind of thing. And most of these are separated into what tool systems or parts that I need. So so I wanted something that I could just reach over, pull it off the drawer, take it with me, and when I'm back in the shop, then it becomes a drawer. It makes it much easier to store. Oops. There we go. And it's sturdy enough to handle quite a bit of weight, because a lot of these are pretty heavy. I mean, I've got one that is full of nothing but wrenches, and it's it's heavy. So I needed something that was substantial enough to carry that times two, because parts. These will fit the parts ones and the tool box, the tool caddies. I only have one of these small cantilever types, and it worked out fine just using it with the top of this. But I have two other cantilevers that will just be set into the bottom drawer. But anyway, so the main frame, all of them are the same. The only difference is whether or not I had a second drawer or not. So anyway, that's it. So now I'll do a reverse, and we'll start you from the beginning of me designing and so on. And of course, it's not going to be real time because it took a couple of days to get it right and to get the first one put together. And I'll speed up the whole process and maybe throw in a comment here and there, just to kind of let you know what my thinking was or what I was doing. Anyway, here we go. All right, so right now I'm just cleaning up the shop, getting ready to work. Cutting up some old projects that didn't work out, and getting them ready to use the scraps. I also use some of the scraps for project planning, drawings, whatever. It's pretty easy to recycle them when I get done. They can be I can use them for real size plans. Makes it easier to see what's really going to happen. So, so here shortly I'll sand what I'm over. There I go, sanding it off and starting over. But I had started this project earlier and realized that the plan that I had was not right at all. And of course, now I'm looking at this board thinking, what in the world did I have going on here? And it was actually a project that I had drawn up for something else. So anyway, um, here we go. All right, so it's a new day. I got the first drawer made. And, I'm gonna figure out here pretty quick that the drawer's not gonna work for all of them. So I'll have to build another one. But that's how it works. So the difficult part of this project is not so much making it, um, making one. It's making one design that fits all of them. So, and yeah, I didn't think that there would be that much of a difference between parts, considering they're made by the same company and so on. But there is. So, um, yeah. So there, I just put the drawer away. Figured out I gotta recut it and um, make something else. So it's actually a pretty simple design. Just 3/4 inch plywood around the outside edges for the sides, and a 1/2 inch piece of plywood for the bottom. And it really the only real structure of it, or real thing that I needed was a 3/4 inch. But it makes for drawers you want something that's going to keep it square. Uh, so that's the reason for the 1/2 inch. But it does need to have some kind of recess for those to sit down in. And the 3/4 to 1/2 inch um, was really close to being just what I needed. So, uh, I think I wound up making 1 inch side rails. Just a little bit extra down inside. So here I'm starting to work on getting the box made. Um, and I know I've got 20 some odd sides that need to be made. So um, I decided to go ahead and make a template for the handles and the curve on the front of the box. So that's what I'm working on right here. Is just getting getting a template set up so I can just use the router and my flush cut bit and this little uh, cheap drill press type thing works pretty good in a pinch. I can pretty much use it anywhere. And yeah, nice little Amazon buy. Works pretty good. I actually bought it for a future project that I'm going to be doing as a workbench or workbenches. Same idea. I'm going to make quite a few of them about the same make. Um, and it's taken me quite a while to get the design right. But yeah, I should be starting that project in the next year or so. Uh, yeah, I have to rework my drum sander. I've never done it before, so get that all figured out. All right, well, I got everything fixed and set up and ready to go. Drum sander's ready to go. Router's ready to go. So this is the first set of sides that I made with this template. The first time I used the jigsaw to cut out the biggest part of the material, and that's the first time I did it. And I don't after looking at it, there wasn't all that much extra material to be cut out of it, so that was the only time I did it. But just attach the template to the sides there with some brads. Easy to pull them out. Getting the first box put together. There's the cleat. Getting that put on, and then I'll go around it with a little 1/8" quarter round router bit, which I do to most everything that I do. All the projects that I do, I usually take that around. It just makes it easier for get rid of splinters and so on. And that 1/8" edge is just nice and clean. You can use it on 1/2" plywood, and it doesn't look like it's too big. I'm getting all the pieces for the drawers. There's 2 of them on this one. 3/4 inch for the rails, 1/2" everywhere else except the cleat is also 3/4 inch ply. The drawer rails are some that I got from Amazon. They're cheapy, so if they stop working, I'll just buy more. They're full extend, so they don't quite extend out fully. There, I'm just checking the fit for the larger cantilever one that I've got, make sure that's going to work. And figuring out my spacing for the second drawer. So all the other sets will be the same. There's the only difference is whether or not it has a drawer or not. It has 2 drawers or 1. And here comes the finished product. Putting all my tools back in those totes. And there we go. Had to dance a little jig there for a second. Oh, and this this one cantilever was smaller than the other 2. So it didn't quite fit right when I opened it. It popped it up out of the drawer a little bit. So instead of changing my whole design, I just modified that one, since that was the only one that was an issue. And here's the finished product. I had to turn it down to try to do kind of a normal speed because I still had it in hyperlapse and didn't realize it. But here's the finished product. The first one is done. Bottom drawer, top drawer with the cantilever. And there we go. Thanks for watching.